A no-fly zone would ban all non-authorized aircraft over Ukraine's airspace as an attempt to prevent Russia carrying out airstrikes. Now, to enforce it, NATO would have to send in fighter planes to shoot down Russian aircraft. That's exactly what Ukraine's president wants.
The world is strong enough to close our skies to Russian missiles, fighter jets and helicopters. It's easy, actually, when you have the will to make the skies of Ukraine and Europe safe.
Western nations have imposed such restrictions on non-member countries before, including Bosnia, Libya and Iraq. So why doesn't NATO want to get involved now? Essentially, Western powers fear it could lead to direct military conflict with Russia, even escalate the battle in Ukraine into a wider European war with the nuclear superpower. And Putin confirms that.
Any move towards a no-fly zone over Ukraine will be viewed by us as participation in the armed conflict by whichever side poses a threat to our service members. The second they act, we will view them as opponents, no matter what state it is.
And Putin feels very threatened by NATO. Not only does he consider Ukraine's application to join NATO a threat, but also NATO's support of Ukraine. He doesn't want another allied enemy on his border. If the alliance implements a no-fly zone, it could be a bridge too far for Putin. So even though diplomatic efforts and sanctions have failed to end Russia's onslaught, NATO's Secretary General says a no-fly zone simply won't get off the ground.
And our assessment is that we understand the desperation, but we also believe that if we did that, we'll end up with something that could end in a full-fledged war in Europe, involving many more countries and causing much more human suffering.